Good morning, everybody. Lady Charlotte. Another day. As Jermaine says, another day, another dollar. I just got the phone with my oldest daughter, and she's really excited about her wedding. I'm excited for it, too. It's just like a week and a half from now or something. Oh, I know I sound like a dude. I don't know why I sound like a dude. I think it's my allergies. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so I'm happy for my daughter. Anyway, so I just wanted to tell y'all about that. Something else, let's see. I'm on my way to work. I'm in charge again today. I'm not complaining, but it sure is a whole lot of in charge days coming. So, but I appreciate it. It's good training. That's how I look at it. It's good training. Let's see. Something else. Oh, the doctor called me yesterday. My family physician. And they told me they did some, they tested my blood, did some blood work. When you're diabetic, you get a lot of blood work done. And they tell me that I have, and I may mess this name up, I have a few nurses that are subscribers, so if I mess the name up, please correct it for me on here. It's called hypercaldia. I think it's hypercaldia or hypercaldiism. Anyway, it just means that I have a lot of calcium in my blood. I have too much calcium in my blood, which causes some bad side effects if it's severe. Well, she told me yesterday that the highest you can go on that scale is a 10, and mine is a 11.8. So, but that kind of explains a lot of stuff that's been going on with me that I just, hadn't talked about, hadn't even told Lady Mama about. Well, she know now though, don't she? Hey, Mama. It makes your heart rhythm irregular, and so I've been experiencing that a lot here lately. Oh, correct. No, okay. Well, let's stay in our lane. It makes your heart beat irregular. Well, have an irregular rhythm. It also makes you tired. I'm just tired anyway, because I do a lot. That's all that is. I'm just tired anyway. Let me go down here. This is the safest option. It gives you muscle cramps and spasms, and your joints ache. So, I mean, it's cool. As long as it's curable, I don't care. As long as it's curable. But I read something scary. It said if you have cancer, or it could be a precursor to cancer, then you got a 50% survival rate after the first 30 days. I'm like, what in the world? But I ain't worried about none of that. I don't have cancer. I ain't worried about that. I just need to they just need to give me some medication for the hypercaldia. I don't know. You know what? You get older, you start falling apart. I ain't gonna lie. You start falling apart. You don't even know where this stuff coming from. Just don't know. But it's okay. It's okay. No big deal. There are people out there with worse than I have, or worse than I'm experiencing, and I'm just gonna keep on living. I say the same thing to you guys. No matter what's going on with you, just keep on living. Live as long as you can live, and be happy while you're doing it. That's all you can do. Can't do nothing else about it. That's all you can do. Enjoy life. Make new friends. Make somebody else's day. You know what? This happened to me about 5 or 6 years ago. A friend of mine and co-worker, he had cancer and he didn't tell anybody. But we knew something was going on with him. He used to be my supervisor down at Katz. And then when he got up here, I was his supervisor. And I stayed in trouble under him. I know, right? Go figure. I stayed in lots of trouble down there at Katz. He eventually had gotten cancer. But we didn't know till after he died that he knew. He didn't tell anybody. Still came to work every day. But I did notice he was growing more and more distant. Always looking off in the distance and staring. He had a wife that had never worked. And we were thinking maybe that's what was going on in his mind at that time. He became kind of distant. Anyway, the last day I got to see him, it was in the hospital. It was on a Wednesday. And everything that could go wrong for me that day was going wrong. He wanted me to come see him. And I wanted to go see him. I was going to go see him because they only had given him a week to live. So I was going to go see my friend. My car broke down that morning, wouldn't start. So I had Lady Mama take me to get a rental car, which was right across from the hospital because I did still have to go to work. It took so long to get the rental car that I said, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to walk to the hospital. And the man was like, oh, okay, we got it all done, because I didn't want to waste any precious moments or seconds away from my friend. I'll go over there, and I see him. Mom and I, we walking fast to get to the room, because now he's talking at a whisper. But he still had a sense of humor and all of that stuff. So I get in there, and I bust up through the door, and the biggest smile came on his face, and he told me I was going to be mad at you if you hadn't come to see me. Nothing could stop me. Nothing could stop me from going to see my friend. So I went in there and kissed him on the forehead, and, you know, we talked, and he whispered, and we talked, and he says, before I go, there's something I need to do for you. And I said, what? He said, I want to pray for you. Now, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. Here is my friend laying in the bed dying in his last week. And this in the middle of the week. It's Wednesday. It can happen anytime. And he wants to pray for me. Okay. So we prayed. And that was the best prayer ever. The best prayer ever. So I make sure I do good things for people, no matter my circumstance. No matter what I'm going through. If my friend could lay there dying and not complain and still pray for me, I could do something for somebody else. You can too. We don't have to wallow in our own troubles and our own sorrows and our own issues. We can always do something for somebody else. It also reminds me of my little niece. She died 2 weeks before she turned 18. She had a bad heart. She had a transplant when she was 2. And she had a bad heart. That girl never complained. She never complained about body aches, pains, nausea. She couldn't do stuff the other kids would do. But you know what she did? She was a hell raiser. She still lived her life. They told her from the beginning that where she could understand that you may not live past the age of 12. She asked them one thing. Is it going to hurt when I die? They told her no. The hospital, the doctors and nurses told her no. Well, she made it to 17. 17, and all she had was 2 more weeks to go before she turned 18. Then one day, she just started cutting up. She ran away from home. She went out there and hung out with her friends. She tried to drink a little bit. She tried to smoke cigarettes. All the stuff that she wasn't supposed to do. She went and had sex. All the stuff that she wasn't supposed to do, she went and did. And then she came out the bedroom. And my cousin said that she came out the bedroom and she was like, I can't breathe. And they said she just fell out right there. But she went into a coma. Uber lady mama stayed with her grandbaby all day, all night. She sat over in the rocking chair. And then every once in a while she'd get up and go wipe the blood from her nose while she was in a coma. If my niece didn't complain and she knew from the time she could understand that she was going to die, pretty much like now, we all know that's an appointment we got to keep. Be good to people. Live your life. Don't be sad and pitiful. Live your life. Go out there and make every day count. So I just want to tell y'all that. That's meant for somebody this morning. I don't know who, but it's meant for somebody. All right. I'll talk to you guys. Bye.